Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today I have a Tottenham versus Aston Villa preview. I'll be entirely sure. I don't know how long these things are going to last. I've been saying for the last 2 seasons I'm going to do them, but I'm going to try and keep doing them. Just before we get into the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more what I hope to be consistent content. You would have seen yesterday that a Premier League video went out. Predictions every game week. Me and Phil are going to try and do that all the time, and for the Champions League, potentially the Europa League, we don't know, and potentially the big games or interesting games in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So yeah, subscribe for more of that content, and let's just get into this Tottenham Aston Villa prediction video. So Aston Villa, a newly promoted side coming to the new stadium for the first time, and I think that holds a lot of nerves. I just want to say this is being filmed before the end of the transfer window, so Eriksen probably will be gone. We'll probably have Sessegnon in from Fulham, but at the moment he's not a Spurs player. Also the same with Aston Villa, they're linked with 2 players, one of them being Augustine from Leipzig. I am going to be giving my thoughts on the game, predicted lineup, scoreline, that sort of thing. So thoughts about the game instantly, you know, you think of Aston Villa, you think of the window they've had, you think of Fulham last year, but I think Aston Villa have done better. You know, they brought in a goalkeeper, an experienced goalkeeper, and Tom Heaton, who's still good. They've got Matt Targett, who's a decent little fullback. They brought Mings permanently, they've signed Wesley up front, potentially Augustine, and then you've got the likes of McGinn, Grealish, and they've got Jota and Trezeguet now. A lot of players that need to come together and gel together. When we done that, it didn't work out. When we signed the 7 players with the Gareth Bale money, it didn't work out. So it could work for Aston Villa. I think it will work for Aston Villa. I predict a lot for them. You'd see that in the Premier League video if you haven't. If you want to watch an hour-long video, then go and watch it. I haven't, because I'm not really bothered about it. I am, but I'm not bothered. I'm not going to watch it myself because it took so long to edit, and I've seen it so many times. As for Tottenham, you know, we could have Sessegnon. I think he's injured at the moment, but even though I don't think he'll play. Danny Rose should still be with us. Alderweireld should still be with us. Eriksen probably will be gone. Dele Alli is injured. Juan Foyth is injured and suspended. Aurier is injured as well, so you know that leaves us short right back and left back. This is going to be my predicted lineup. In goal, you know, the usual suspect, Hugo Lloris, probably one of the best keepers in the world. Can't really say much else about Lloris. You know, he doesn't do much wrong apart from run out against PSV. The 2 fullbacks, I'm going to go with Kyle Walker-Peters on the right and Danny Rose on the left. Danny Rose, I didn't want him to go anyway. He shouldn't go. He's such a good fullback. Gets up and down. He can slot into the middle like he did against Arsenal last year. He drives forward and he gives us all for the club. Walker-Peters, I don't think much of him really. You know, I think he's just bog standard. We are linked with Hysad from Napoli as well, so he could play. I doubt it though. I'm going to stick with Walker-Peters for now though. The centre-back partnership, you know, you're going to go with the usual suspects again, Alderweireld and Vertonghen. Vertonghen in his last year at the club, so is Alderweireld. I'd like them both to say, Vertonghen at least for another 2 years I suppose. He's 33, so I think this could be a dipping season, to be honest. Being 33, he's had a couple of good seasons. Alderweireld is just Alderweireld. I think he's one of the best centre backs in Europe, in the world. Now midfield, I haven't really thought about it. We have a lot of options. You know, we brought in Ndombele, who looks brilliant. I'm buzzing that he's with us. And at this time we could have Lo Celso, we could have Fernandez, but I'm going to go with a 3 midfield, as you can see, and it's going to be Ndombele, Winks and Sissoko. Regardless of whether Eriksen's with us or not, I don't think he's going to start. Ali can't start. So them 3 midfield. Along the line, further down the line, you know, 1 or 2 are going to have to be dropped. But them 3 in midfield should be solid. Winks just to hold the stability, and then Sissoko and Ndombele to go forward. Sissoko I think could be used as a right back potentially as well this season, but we'll see further along the line. The front 3, obviously there's no Heung-min Son, who is suspended, so I'm going to go with Lucas on the right, Lamela on the left and Kane down the middle. I think Kane's going to have a great season. Still hasn't scored at the new stadium, I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory for Spurs. Not an easy game, but enough to get 2 goals obviously. I'm going with Kane and Lucas to score the goals. Lucas should do well. Tyrone Mings, you know, he's a good player, but you're not going to hold Kane and Lucas. Lamella needs to just keep his head, keep what he's doing from pre-season. On the bench, you know, we could see the likes of Ericsson if he's still there. I don't think he'll play. You could see Lo Celso and Fernandez, maybe one or the other. Potentially Sessegnon on the bench if he's not injured. I think that deal's practically over the line. It has been all summer really. So I've seen some rumours saying that we're going to get Steven Sessegnon as well as part of it, and Onima goes the other way. We've got Troy Parrott, who's looked very good. To sit on the bench, get some experience off a Kane by training with the first team. As for Aston Villa, you know, you've got to think of their signings. Potentially Augustine, maybe it's done by now. Jack Grealish, who I think is a really good player. Not one I would sign. I would sign him, but I wouldn't sign him because of his attitude. He's a good player though. You know, John McGinn. You know, you got Trezeguet and you got Jota, who are decent little signings. And then you've got Matt Target, Tyrone Mings, Tom Heaton in goal. So they're a good team. And I do think they're going to do well. Maybe mid-table, and a couple of decent results in the season. So thank you guys for watching. Obviously, as I said earlier, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your predictions, whatever, depending on how many of you view this. I don't really know. Just trying to be consistent. In terms of vlogs, there probably won't be many. I can't really get tickets because of the amount of people that want to go to the games. I did try, but yeah, I don't know. When I go to a game, it will be vlogged. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like, do all that malarkey, comment your predictions, hit my bell, and goodbye.